What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans are all in, and with the NFL draft being 14 days away, I don't know what the hell this team is going to do. However, we will be doing a Houston Texans 3-round mock draft. If you were not in my Discord, what are you doing? Let me know in the comments down below if you want to be added, and I will personally send you the invite. We are going to start opening the group voice chats, the group video chats. We're going to talk a lot of Houston Texans football. This episode was brought to you by my friends at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use my promo code 713HOU for a first-time welcome bonus deposit up to $100. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Now, with the 42nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Braden Fisk, defensive lineman from Florida State. He stands at 6'5", 297 pounds. The first look, Fisk played 5 seasons at Western Michigan, including 3 as a full-time starter before transferring to Florida State in 2023. While the Power 5 level presented a new challenge, he grew more comfortable over time. Fisk wins with a quick first step and fast hands, allowing him to be an effective one-gap penetrator and making him tough to reach block. His shorter arms limit the depth of his pass rush toolbag despite his good understanding of the moves. His club arm overswim is potent. His weight limits his strength in one defense, but he holds up well pound for pound and possesses good eye and anticipation for where the ball is going. His pros: good ankle flexibility, ability to corner, active and fast hands, light but smart run defender, high motor player. Quickness makes it so difficult to reach block. His cons: lighter weight means he can get pushed around, and shorter arms will show up as an issue. His stats on the year: he had 46 pressures, 4 sacks, 16 defensive stops. If you don't know what a defensive stop is, it means the play resulted in 0 to negative yards, and he also posted a 10.2% pass rush win rate. This would probably be your new starting defensive tackle, and your D-line will be Will Anderson Jr., Braden Fisk, Danico Autry, and Daniil Hunter. He is going to be surrounded by veterans to help mold him and guide him. Not to mention, he'll be right next to the reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year. The front four for the Houston Texans will be scary if they add Braden Fisk. And with the 59th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select linebacker Adrien Cooper from A&M. He stands at 6'3", 230 pounds, a 4.5 40-yard dash, and his arms 34 inches long. He is the best linebacker in this draft class. His stats on the year: 75 tackles, 56 defensive stops, 27 pressures, 10 sacks, 2 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. Had an absolute fantastic year. The first look: Cooper brings a lot of athleticism to the linebacker position. He possesses top-tier change of direction, burst, and pursuit speed. His best work comes from when he keeps things in front of him, flying in for tackles at the line of scrimmage or towards the sidelines. Cooper issues come from reacting more than anticipating. He is manipulated off his spot too often against play action and pre-snap motion. He also tends to over-pursue tackles, though he was more consistent in 23. He earned a high coverage grade in 23, but that was more from defending shallow zones and running backs out the backfield and quarterback scrambles than it was from deeper zone assignments. His pros: down here player who is willing to take on blocks at the line of scrimmage, top tier athlete in change of direction, burst, and long speed, effective blitzer. His cons: can be manipulated by pre-snap motion and play action, out of control sometimes, takes a step too far in one direction and overcommits, and reacts more than he anticipates. Look, this is the luxury of having 2 second-round picks. The talent that falls, you were going to have an opportunity to snag them. And I think this will be a perfect position for DeMeco Ryans to get his linebacker of the future. You saw what Fred Warner said at the Super Bowl Media Day. There is no Fred Warner without DeMeco Ryans. And I think Adrien Cooper, even though we have our 2 starting linebackers in Christian Harris and Azeez Al-Shaair, we could see Cooper as a early blitzing down linebacker or in coverage situations. I think right now he is better than Azeez Al-Shaair in the coverage department. But give me him at pick 59 for the Houston Texans, and he will be starting in the next few years. Now, with the 86th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, to finish up our Houston Texan mock draft, I went with wide receiver Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky. Ruben, why are you drafting a wide receiver when we just got Stephon Diggs? Well, we only have him from 1 year, and I think Malachi Corley could be one of the steals of this draft. And in year 1, he can grow with young guys like Xavier Hutchinson and John Minchie, but could also give them competition as well. He was a former running back, transitioned into a wide receiver. He stands at 5'11", 210 pounds. He had 79 catches for 985 yards and 11 touchdowns. Here's what PFF has to say on him. After 2 years as a running back at Western Kentucky, Corley found a home at receiver. He is a well-balanced athlete, which shows up in how he plays the position. The ball carrier vision from his running back days has carried over. When he gets the ball in his hands, he immediately believes he's a running back again in a good way. His contact balance and after the catch ability are impressive and consistent, as he is often utilized in the quick game. He also has some of the strongest hands in the class. However, his lack of receiver snaps has led to a limited route tree, a lack of release, and a little nuance down the field. I mean, he just needs to get more experience. His pros. Running back background shows up in contact balance and how he becomes a playmaker in yards after the catch situations. Very strong hands to catch through contact. Good linear explosiveness when going in a straight line. Converts speed to power like a pass rusher. He is a tough to hit, bring down once he gets a full head of steam. Cons, lateral movements are a bit stiff when he gets up to speed. Not a very diverse route tree. Not much variation in his release outside of a speed release, and struggles to get off contact against press coverage and at a contact point in his routes. Look, Malachi Corley is going to have time to grow in year 1. However, I do think we can see him be successful. We know these wide receivers are able to transition quick into the NFL and make an immediate impact. And ladies and gentlemen, my Houston Texans 3-round mock draft, I went Braden Fisk at number 42, Adrien Cooper, linebacker, at 59, and Malachi Corley, wide receiver, pick 86. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And for more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Come back. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day.